Okay, then. Making sure everything's all set. We are on... Excuse me. We are on chapter 6, my dudes. We've come a long way. We've come a long way, and we are slowly reaching towards the finale. I swear, I'm gonna cry. I don't even know why. I just feel like I've never really, I'm gonna be real. I'm doing this for a friend, you, Urza, but it's like, I've never, this is my first time doing this kind of thing. But, I feel accomplished. But, yes, we are on chapter 6. Now, Urza, let me tell you something funny. I'm gonna tell you something real funny. I'm gonna tell you something really funny, and then normally you'd think, oh, you must be sad, but no, I was proud of myself in a weird way. I felt accomplished. Okay, so yesterday was chapter 5, and literally after the stream was over, by like 1 a.m., I got a message. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know why, but chapter 5 was copyrighted, but I disputed it, and literally an hour ago the copyright claim was removed, and I was like, awesome. And I was like, so that's what it feels like with YouTubers. That's cool. But yes, but anyway, game's safe to be streamed, obviously, but that was some information. My first time my copyright virginity was taken. How nice. But yes, last time we did chapter 5 trial, a lot of stuff happened. Naegi was almost killed, but Kyoko took care of it. We're talking about, we spoke to Monokuma. And Kirigi was all like, why don't we redo Mukuro's class trial? And he's alright, fine. But if we're gonna do that, you have to do it evenly. But then Monokuma was like, alright, we can do this, but if you want to find out who killed Mukuro, you also need to uncover the secrets of the school. And that's where we're gonna go off, and we're gonna meet up everybody now, and let's continue this. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However...
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
Because...
It's all because of that one moment that let the mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So when was it the mastermind let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think when they heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read something about like that happening every often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, the kind of thing is extremely difficult. Oh, okay. What's the reaction? So, we'll show up on this thing. Okay, so pretty much what a reaction is the purple words, for example, let their guard down. That's like what you need to like react to that. You press triangle and it allows you to select that stuff, because like normally if I just like kept on talking to Kyoko and didn't bother messing with let their guard down like that, the story wouldn't really progress. The story wouldn't go anywhere. It would just like end the conversation. She'll talk some more, then the conversation will end, and then you won't do anything else, so you have to talk to her again and stuff. Plus, like in the beginning of the game, tutorial said always be sure to like click on those, because it gives you like more information. So that's pretty much what the whole reaction thing. That's pretty much what a reaction does. It's only a part in this game. Like they don't have it in the second game or V3. They didn't have reactions. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet, somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do that, to do something like that. A reason?
So...
They had to show the world something. No matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
It would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey.
The outside world has a name for students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for those who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that hope is better than despair, that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair. Yeah, that is also true. People love that shit. Who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least.
At least that's how those who are watching this should have seen it. Would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. Sorry for the pause. I was message Home Alone for the night. So I was like, hey, no distractions whatsoever. but you know, family still gotta text you. All right. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Oh, also Urza, about the whole like thing. Okay, I was thinking about it. Since on the topic of me being home alone, depending, I may do it. I don't know yet. I might. Like I said, Friday. I said today would be the stuff, and today would be the talking investigation. Tomorrow would be the trial / finale, and then Saturday would be Danganronpa 2. Depending, I may do investigation plus some of the trial, and then Friday I'll do the rest of the trial, and depending on how much of the trial I do, if I decide to do some of the trial today, I might make it like Friday would be faster, and who knows, if Friday's stream isn't that long because, you know, of other stuff, if I do half of the trial today, I could do the rest of the trial tomorrow, and if it's not that long, then deadass, I will make like a second stream of like Danganronpa 2. So like tomorrow it could be like the rest of the trial for this game, and then literally right after that, like 2 seconds after that, I'll start like the other game. I don't know yet. That seems weird to do, but I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
it would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
However...
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you're nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However...
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is to earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
Correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we had to do was work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Huh?
Anyway,
right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Okay. Alright, Urza, you're gonna like see why my brother was all like, fuck your kindness, Naegi. It's coming. My brother's like, fuck your kindness. The dorms, right? Hold up. Comes around.
Hey.
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Alright, he's on his room. Toko, are you in your room? It's Toko's room. Is she inside?
Hey.
No one's in their room. I'm about to check. Am I allowed to? I'm gonna check in here. And suddenly we were greeted with... Oh, what the fuck? You again. What the hell? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability has reached its limit. The hieroglyphics. Jeez, what the heck? He was trying to summon the chicken.
However...
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah!
Is that... Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it, that's Makoto!
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoo, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Oh no, my candy cane. I dropped it. Hey guys, I'm back. Ugh, you stink. Are you rotten?
I'm telling you!
Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. The smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason. I swear, Toko got all the kinks, man. Only Toko was rotten, but listen, Toko got all the kinks. She probably is. So, what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial is over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues?
Yo!
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I didn't go to the spirit world. Who the heck is Miss Cleo? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their life saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words...
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial. What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
Wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course, it's not me or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
Oh shit. What she's saying is, it was the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However...
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
However...
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
Correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again, later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. As usual, yes indeed. Boy, always don't know what's going on. Gonna have the nerve to make me spend 5 minutes in the trial discussing if Kyoko's dead or not. She's standing right there in front of your ass. But that's none of my business. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh,
Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, this one decisive final battle, a rather interesting development, I'd say.
but
But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? What the fuck? You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, okay? But enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Host Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have been to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could possibly murder Mukuro. Masakuma could possibly murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at this very beginning. And in Mukuro, you got 6, and add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
What?
You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
no way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma must have just said that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Awesome.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very management's of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can only rely on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master! He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not like I don't trust anyone. I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been there, I would have died.
Huh?
Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figured that in the end, maybe you can find something that'll help us all get out of here. But I'm gonna go off and do it on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Indeed. That's trash. Alright. The game didn't show it, but I'll just tell you. So, in the Danganronpa anime, Urza, after Naegi is, you know, framed for something he didn't do, and everyone was all like, yep, Naegi Don did it. After he returns with Kyoko, after he returns with Kyoko, everyone's all like, oh, Naegi, and they start apologizing to him, except Byakuya, of course. They start saying all this stuff about how he's alive and their apologies and all that kind of stuff. And then Naegi gonna have the audacity to be like, it's okay, you guys, I forgive you. We were all being fooled by the mastermind and this and that. And my brother hates that so much. My brother's like, how the fuck? They literally almost got you killed. Had Alter Ego not put that in that system, you would have been smushed. And my brother was all like, you too nice, Naegi. Why the freak are you just for the... I'd have slapped. I'd have hated all of them. Y'all almost got me killed. Like, I hate you all. I don't care how nice of a protagonist I am. Y'all almost got me murked. To hell with all of you. But yeah. So, you're gonna go on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However...
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
So...
That goes for all of us. I see. That's what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then...
Well, I better get moving. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I had to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I had to prove. I'll prove the mastermind isn't one of us. Nike is too nice and it's almost sad. I told you, like he's way too, Nike's way too nice. He's way too trusting of people. And like when I get to the second game, you'll see like a clear difference with Nike's personality with Hajime's. You will see like a gigantic personality gap. I'm not saying like Hajime is like an asshole, but it's like Hajime is nice too, but like I said, like he don't put up with certain shit. Like he'll be like, you know what? Like they different. I'll prove the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Let's do this. I guess I'll start by taking a look at another look at Mukuro's Monokuma files. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorm, so the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check. Let's do this! The final investigation. Since I'm already here, we'll go to the dorms that have been unlocked. Bada bing, bada boom. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Jesus Christ. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Buildings, oh that's blood. Jesus, this is a mess. What happened here? This is exactly why my friend said, Davion, don't go in the outside world. You're gonna destroy everything. This is the future. What the hell? This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Just keep checking everything. Metal plate bound to the locker. There's no way to get it open. Jesus fuck. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my e-handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owners can open it, which means none of us can do it. It looks like this locker is already broken. Okay. Yeah, we can't open any of these shits. Oh my god! That is the Illuminati. Oh hell no. I don't fuck with this. I don't fuck with that. Fuck that. Stop. Are you telling me to stop about this eyeball? Like, look at it. Urza. Yes, you were right. The stock market, the government, everything collapsing once I set foot out there. Like tornadoes gonna come in Florida and we don't even have those like that. Like, it's gonna be the end of time. Endless hurricanes. The world is gonna, the entire human race is gonna burn in the fires of pandemonium. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Desk is home to a computer. Must have belonged to the headmaster. Oh, coins. There's a piece in the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Though we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
there's not much, though nothing we don't really know already.
In other words,
the ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
However,
and that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the part he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get in our hands.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. Dealt with despair. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. I don't care about the damn chair. The fuck? What's in this closet? Ah, this one. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Either enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. That's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork. I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this... Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, do whatever you want. Okay. I swear, Kyoko comes off as mean sometimes, but she's just like, get to the point. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay? In that case, here goes nothing. I clutched myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Oh! It opened! What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not have even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? Do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. Just surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to seek its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside, and... He screamed. Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there are bones in here. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box? My father. What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones? That body? That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know it's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So, that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in host since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of this killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take too much to assume
in other words...
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I had to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father, so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up with some of that pride. In order to enter Host Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Poor Kyoko. Like, you spent all this time trying to find your father, to cut ties with him, so to speak. But, here you go. Like, here you are. You finally get to go into the secret room and you find his box in a night. You find his body, his bones, in like a box full of happiness that looks all nice and happy. That's some dark shit. Huh? This picture. I mean, look at that. That's cute. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Oh. Oof.
Why would you...
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... to now find something like this? So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now that he's abandoned me again, and this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on, has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. She really does not like her dad, but I feel like she likes him, like, deep down. Kyoko, my sympathy for Kyoko, aside for like 3 seconds, I really do, like, appreciate Kyoko. I'm not gonna, like, as you've seen throughout the entire journey, Urza, while you do have some other characters you like, you can tell that, you can probably pretty much easily tell why so many people consider Kyoko to be the best character in this entire game. The headmaster's desk is probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I don't really want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Right? Right? Yeah, so much is coming out Kyoko. Like, it's so sad because, you know, she's always been like the strong woman, not really showing that much emotion. She keeps all that aside. She always stays focused on the goal at hand. But like, here she is, you know, she had one goal in mind: find my father, and ask, and like, you know, she wanted to like she wanted to cut ties with her father completely, get him, you know, out of her life. But here we are now. We find out that he's dead, which she had already come to a conclusion to, but an assumption. And now it's like she's saying like he abandoned her again and all this stuff. So it's like, what's the point of even coming here? It's so sad. And that it really it shows. It's not really showing, but you can tell just by like how she's acting that she really is feeling affected by all this. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? This is... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, "In case of emergency." I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then, I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you. It'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you have with your dad. How you're only concerned by blood, connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Well then, I'll see you later. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in host peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. 15 of us met in the male hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. I'm still like... I know it's already been established, but I still feel really bad for Kyoko, man. And like the fact that she was like, Naegi, can you leave? It just like, you know, it... I don't even know. I can't really put it into words, really. But it's like, you know that she's just like trying her best to like, because like we know, she's never showed emotions before. But you know, I bet she's probably like, I bet the moment Naegi left the room, she let out one little tear. I'm sure she did. She had to have. Alright. Next on the agenda. What the fuck? I've been in here already. I lived the wrong way. Oops. What the fuck? Okay. Yep. Yeah, Kyoko don't deserve this. Like, it's nice to see her showing some emotion, but it's like not like this. I don't want Kyoko showing sad emotions. I want Kyoko to be happy.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be opened up. That one should open too, right?
But...
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that really suck. So you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound that way. Like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Damn. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yes, I was kind of thinking the same thing. What is the meaning of this? What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like that mech, like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it, whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh?
Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not really sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. Okay, Urza, quit being mean to the dead. We don't speak ill of the dead, okay? We don't speak ill of the dead. Even though they both were trash. I hate both of them. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared of my mind right now. So I'll just cheer for you from here. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey, it's the first time we get to see Monokuma in, like, form. Hey! Rawr, give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Aw, man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. I love how Hina was playfully gonna blow up Naegi. Me too. That's gonna be how it ends, Urza. I'm just gonna blow up your car and be like, my last words before you like, as your car blows up and you're like on the ground, slowly fading away. You'll hear me saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean it," and then you'll die. Wait, don't leave yet. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma?
Huh?
Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now? It was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma?
Oh!
What, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the other monitors. You wouldn't be surprised if that's how it ended, honestly? You shouldn't. As long as you've known me accidentally killing you shouldn't be a surprise, and me killing you purposely shouldn't be a surprise. It's only a matter of fact of when is he gonna snap on me? That's the real thing all my friends should worry about. When is he gonna snap on us? In other words,
Hey,
maybe the Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But the Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here. That means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have been true. That would have to be true. But if that is true... I'm not reading this again. I've read that 15,000 times. Then the mastermind Monokuma's puppeteer really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. I can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true. So, like... You wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. What the fuck is this? I just wanna see that. Hold up now! We fighting. I can't. Oh shit. As soon as the doors of the data center was heard, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door. It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma!
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just ended up up and stopped moving. Then that room,
Yep.
as you may have guessed it, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? That stupid thing on the door I tried to click on, but Asahino's like, let's get out of here. The mastermind was in that damn hatch. No way. The hatch on the floor that I tried to click on? But, spoiler territory, you get to the trial. Too bad. That was your one big chance, and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway. Okay, so it was a waste of time. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but... Was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the school or the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be open from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have time to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way to move. That's the only way forward. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Okay, listen here, rich boy. Don't diss the principal stuff. Class 78, student registry? It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned Class 78. Yes, Hina is like, when it comes to like staying positive, Hina is that character. Hina's always like, she comes off as slow sometimes, but she really does have like a lot of energy. That's right, it also mentioned Class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope Speak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems like Kyoko is in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when he stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still don't have. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. I love this song. Dun, dun, dun. Can we all take a moment to appreciate the fact that New World Order comes on whenever Byakuya or Kyoko does some badass shit? Like, whenever they say something badass, this is when the song plays. Like, this is Byakuya and Toko's theme song. I swear, I'm about to like, you know what, Halloween, I'm cosplaying as Byakuya. And every time I walk up to the house and say trick or treat, I'm playing New World Order. So I'm like, trick or treat. It's gonna be fun. What kind of information is that? Is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? Hell no. It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the mastermind, by the headmaster himself. Yeah, there it is. Dun, dun, dun.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. Oh, trust me, Urza. You gonna see me next year. I'ma call you. I'm like, Urza, wanna go trick-or-treating? I'm gonna have my Byakuya cosplay all set. We're gonna go trick-or-treating. And we're gonna be like, let's do it. Okay, well, Urza, I'm walking to the first house. Dun, dun, dun. It's happening. That bucket list before I die. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly in the background. In the background, an entity floats. Close, but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. And you see Mukuro's little profile picture. She's cute. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves that her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide that she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was part of the Ultimate Despair? I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmasters seem to be afraid of what Mukuro is capable of. They would have to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our Class 78? That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches. Oh, she's 5. Mukuro's 5'7". I'm taller than Mukuro. 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. Her vitals: 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? You're asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is, maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice? From me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Reread this. The darkness got over the floor. Somehow makes me feel anxious. Bookshelf is really well made. Okay. There's one more area. I think it's on this floor, is it? No, it's not. It's on the 5th floor. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? So cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Is there a thingy in here? Wait. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side... What are you talking about? There's some kind of weird machine, something built into the wall. I've seen something like this. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look. See the crime shows and stuff. Oh lord. That's dark. There you go, that's dark. left. The right hand lights are off. Strange. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provided an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can find anyone keep a body fresh as a daisy. Ew. And in the unlikely event of a problem with the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? While looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. There's some kind of makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when the slot is occupied, the blue lights come on. Which could mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I know, but it's like, I know it's a dead body, but it's like, why they gotta say it like we'll keep it as fresh as a daisy? That just sounds nasty. Stack of tarps. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. I know, right? Tarps everywhere. Let's see here. Where else are we going? Stop, dog! I'm sorry. Garden and dojo. Alright. Go to the garden first. Run, boy. Alright. Snake says left. Well, we went right just now. I was gonna say the body's still there. Oh, blasphemy. Huh? It's gone. Mukro's body. It's not here. Of course it's not here, boy. You know Monokuma always put those things away. Oh, that... Stop it. What about the chickens? Are they okay? There's still just 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Chickens fuck like rabbits. Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check on in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in the other case, so... I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on the corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab. My dude were just there. They most likely want me to go back! Let's get it. Next. The dojo. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
What do you want? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? Why are you so hostile towards yourself every time we talk to you? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd find a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not one single clue. So I figured this place was related to the case. It would have had to do something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Okay, calm down, both of you. Calm down, Toko, and calm down, Urza.
What's your problem?
Toko, thank God you don't hang out with us. Urza would give you death glares. Urza would be me towards everybody else I meet in person. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Urza will. Master will, and Urza. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Oh my god. Are we sure there's no clues? I guess since we were talking about the bio lab, I'll go back just in case. I can hear you traces of the old investigation theme. I hear you all too nicely. Yep. Garden, dojo. What next, my dude? What the fuck? We were just in this bitch. Where'd Hero go? Monokuma's bitch ass. The boy said, I'm gonna go off on my own. And then he just disappears. I should have spoken to Toko, just in case. She might have something useful to say. Even though she didn't find anything, she might have something to say to me. Why? Why is everything... Yeah, okay, well, there's nothing to say to you, Toko. Toko's just having a mental breakdown. Yeah, Hero's probably out there talking to Ghost again, trying to figure out a way to spend $1 million again and get us all in trouble. Ooh, excuse me. Oh God, I hope not. He says, is it related to the hope flower? David said, good God, I hope not. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, not here. I love how that investigation music just stops. Boy, if you don't take your ass in that bathroom, everybody dead. And you can't go in no girl's bathroom. You remind me of me. I could never set foot in a female's bathroom. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's room? Because I'm the headmaster. I own this whole school. Oh, alright, just what I was hoping for. Let's see what we got inside. Nope. Nothing in that one. We gotta open all these individual lockers. What blasphemy. Not that one. Not that one. Nothing. They really got me checking all these lockers. Nope. Nope. It's the most wonderful time of the year. God damn it. All these fucking lockers. Oh, it opened. What we got? Bingo. Got some shit. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to, this probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Is this? This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up here in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is, it didn't do this, didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? That's the crystal ball thingy. Very strange. A coin. I eat ass. I'm trying to click on these damn cards. Another crystal ball. I want the cards, damn it. There we go. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There is no coincidence, boy. This locker, it belongs to the penis. It belongs to the chicken boy. Davion said coins. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's something inside. There's something written inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. They're dead, probably. It looks like a girl's handwriting. And all those letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. To be honest, right? Hiro, we all know Hiro, I mean, for God's sake, Hiro legit spent $1 million on something he thought was, like, gonna give him the power of the world. Like, come on now. Power to rule the world. I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze and when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only this is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the note pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. If this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happened to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks that's spinning through my head just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Locker pocketbook. Quick joke. Even though after that serious moment, we need jokes in our lives. So like that little part where they show Naegi holding the pocketbook, there's a meme of that to where he's holding the notebook, all right, and when he's holding it, like, and we see what the notebook says on the inside, and it says your mom gay, and I was like, that sucks. But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they have to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belonged to me, to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward, and I have to believe in everyone.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said go to the gym, right? Oh, there you are, dumbass. Oh, hey, Hiro. Oh, Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? Uh-oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out about what he had to say? I just did. Actually, I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait! There was no point trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? That never gets old, I swear.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to host Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba. Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. Okay, Urza, listen here. Your hatred is too strong. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way of standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Next. Alright, Chief. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the... Why is he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Fucking tsundere. Byakuya, I never loved you. Hey, hero. Makoto. What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to find out. I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. I feel it was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? They all hoes. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out again. Huh? Toko! Toko, are you okay? No. No. She's not dead, is she? Ugh. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in a place like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? Ah, I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there, staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have you reached that certain age?
Then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What do you do to Miss Morse? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo Bonza. Bingo Bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
You SOB!
And don't say like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Cause even if she forgets something, I totally remember.
Yes!
So it's like double the memory. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's more like half. Genocide Jack's memory.
Huh?
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now, I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya is around here somewhere. He was doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so.
Oh, I'm on fire!
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Ah, I totally forgot about to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
Damn, Kyoko, you like a ghost in the wind. You like a shadow. You just popping up conveniently. She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toka must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot here, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway,
we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check out the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? That's it? I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing. But what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her. I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. She's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation. What is it?
Whew.
Here's something. Take him with an offer. Oh, why not?
Because...
Gives a hint. Thank you for our judgment. Boy, could be in a puss. Could be in a puss. I've seen a tarp like this before. Yes, we have. It's this one. And if I remember that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. Kyoko, you still talking? Are you still having fun with the bodies? Okay.
It would seem
the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the numbers of the lights are on, including Mukuro's. There's 9 in all. 9? 9 lights?
Whew.
Okay, Mukuro, I'm done. Oh, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
anyone can do good work if they go slow. And that spirit, I'll make my report brief. Oh, Urza, speaking of good work, that brings us to like exam. So Urza, guess what? So we had what exams did I have? I had science and hope after that. My science one, I think I did good. It looked pretty easy. And then my hope one, we were allowed to use pretty much everything we had ever had for the entire semester. So like I was doing it and I was walking out of the room. I said, "Yo, teach, tell me, good or bad grade?" My teacher took a picture of the grade of the answers. She said, I got an 80 on it. I was like, okay, I got an 80. And that makes me even more proud of myself because everybody else in the class is using like their notes, study guide, and textbook. Me, I didn't use anything. I used pure brain knowledge and I got an 80. I was so happy. I was so proud of myself. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those are fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Isn't it awesome? And then I told my friend that I told my old teacher that, and he was like, "You see, you are smart. You're just lazy." And I said, "That's what my friends be saying." And then my other friend, I told him that, and he said, "You see, dude, if you put all the effort you put into with your anime and stuff, do you know how intelligent you'd be? You could literally do whatever you want." I was like, "I know, but being smart equals extra work. I don't like that." The body was covered. I hide my intelligence. I hide my intelligence. But when it's time for my intelligence to kick in, you know it kicks in. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
all the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be quite equating several days with simply old.
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But all we got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least.
Certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
they envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. You know, high key, that's what I be doing with my best friend. Like, my best friend, I always be talking to her. Like, literally one time she and her friend had gotten into a big argument, and she was telling me about what the argument was like, and I said, "Don't tell me. Did you guys become friends again?" And then she was like, "Yeah, we became friends again." I said, "Let me guess. She came at you and said, like, how apologetic she was. She was just jealous. She didn't mean that you felt that. She didn't mean to talk to you that kind of way. She feels really bad and the guilt is just eating her alive. But then you, being super nice, you would probably be like, oh, I understand. After all, I was living here in your house and I was like kind of taking the attention away. I didn't mean to do all that. I'm really sorry. Isn't that how it all went? And my friend was like, it's scary how accurate that was. I was like, yep, exactly. I can read you like a friggin' book. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that, to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
Hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, Viola's worth 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They were indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed.
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case, without a doubt, our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba.
And?
Is that all you want to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then,
Then it looks like we have no other further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, we're not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. As part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appealing. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Kyoko, don't leave me. Them legs. Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of those lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's room. Headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owners should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said made perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, your father.
what? If that's true,
Could that mean that video is real too? Video? Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about?
I
need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the lock with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that is my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? And it says Class 78? Urgent interviews?
So,
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just go watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words,
So, as it turns out, the arrangement I've made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. We really did. We really have seen we really have seen like this chapter is just like y'all thought Kyoko was stone cold? Nah. And just right here. And just right here and this phrase right here what it says as it turns out the arrangements I've made didn't stick. What I mean is I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to fall through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why does it bother me so much to know about how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So, that's it for my rambling. There's still much left to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. But back with what you said real quick, Urza, with like how this chapter gave us so many of like Kyoko's sprouts of the emotions. It is like this like everything's like it's all coming through like close. Like plus I high key I love it. I love it when there's like a character that doesn't show emotions, but when they finally do it, I love it. I'm weak. I'm a sucker for that. I'm a sucker for emotionless characters showing emotion. That is my attention. That gets my attention. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. Plus, when you do it right too, when you give those characters emotions, you do it right. Like they reveal their emotions right. Like it's not like random. Like for Kyoko, it was totally random. Like her whole purpose was like finding this person, the headmaster, who she eventually finds out is her father, and this and that. And here she said, I never saw him before, and Naigi's just like, you came to see him and this kind of stuff. She's like, what? I love it. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I checked at the AV room. Kyoko says something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Let's go to the AV room. It's been a while since we walked in here. Get them chapter 1 feels. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of a man positioned on the other side of the screen, on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Just when I thought we were over her, listen, it's just a video. We need this for evidence. Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's the video cut out. Dun, dun, dun. There's a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this? I simply couldn't comprehend what I heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? It's so mean. As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light on the monitor. The video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes started back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other, and he and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk with him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Host Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when, doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass, you cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more the same. He'd ask them the same question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems too much convenience. A convenient outcome. Something happened to obviously work in the favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or...
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be put on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this! Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay then. Yo, leave Monokuma alone. This is the end. I want to be a... yes. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto.
You're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However...
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived, one after another. But they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? The fuck? Hero. Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the defining silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
Omelette.
I'm on fire!
Ah, strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
With my scissors, sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Achoo! Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. There it is. There it is. There's the quote. No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Urza, this quote right here is a meme. Kyoko's quote is, "This is a meme," a very popular meme. Yes. Yep, one thing you and Kyoko can definitely agree on. Yes, this is a meme right here. This quote. I see there's so many Danganronpa memes where Kyoko with like it's something at the top and at the bottom it's Kyoko saying no human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. I love this quote so much. I'm putting this. Don't think I forgot about my robot. Do robots have dick on a shirt? I'm putting on a shirt, and I want this on a shirt. No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Like, watch. Buy my merch. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair, calaxominium sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time, it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean, this time? Stop it all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope. Despair is mightier than the hope. Oh man. That reminds me of a meme I saw. It said, you can't use dandelion in a sentence. And it said, yes I can. It said, say it. The cheetah is faster than the lion. Oh, it's so funny.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an acceptable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. That joke. Erza, stop hating the jokes. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. They're like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so,
Ready to win, right? Hell yeah. Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Okay. Stopping right here. We done did it. We done did the investigation. Tomorrow, Urza, put on, get your chips, get your snack, enjoy yourself, put on like Get nice and tidy. Get ready. Get comfortable tomorrow. Cause tomorrow, Friday night, will be the finale of Danganronpa. We finna all it's coming together. We saw everything. It's finna continue. We finna tomorrow finale. We finding the mastermind. Get excited. I bet you are. Cause you already know. I've been telling you about. You was looking forward to Kamida. Then I told you about Gundam, and you said, "Now I'm ready even more." It's time. Tomorrow, we doing it. We doing it. Final finale, and then Saturday, we jump into Danganronpa 2. All right. So, brace yourself. Stay hype. Have a nice night. And we'll be back tomorrow.